Click on the Clients button on the toolbar or select Clients from under the PrintQuote Pro menu. And this will display the output layout for the client file. To import existing client records into PrintQuote Pro, the records will need to be in a text file. And here is an example text file. We have the first row as the column headers and the fields of the database. Then we click on Import Client Records. And we select the file, open the file, and the first row is imported into the File Fields column in the dialog box. Now what we have to do is match up the fields that are available in the database with those in the file fields. So we can either select them and click right button to move them across, or we can double click on them. As so. We have the option of choosing the field delimiter. We've used Excel's default, which is tab for a field and return for a record, but you can use others if required. The paragraph text field return delimiter replaces if we're using return as a record delimiter, we can't have a return in any text fields that are being imported, otherwise they'll be seen to be the end of the record and cause all sorts of problems importing the data. So we can use a delimiter for the actual returns that are in the paragraphs of text being imported. We can also select for PrintQuote Pro to generate ID codes as they're imported. We also have the option of selecting first row as column titles, in which case this file is. So by selecting that, we won't cause a record to be created from the file headers. We can ask it to update existing records, and when we do that, the phone numbers will be compared. And then if they already exist, they'll just replace the records, otherwise new records will be created. The fields have a qualifier. Sometimes when we get data from other data sources, the fields have inverted commas around the text to identify them. So if we select that, they'll be removed when we import the data. The checkbox format email and web addresses, make sure they are all lowercase when they're imported, just in case they've been uppercase or a mixture in the data that you're importing. Then once you're ready, click OK. You'll be asked if you wish to clear the import info field prior to importing, and that will remove any data anywhere in the client records that's in the import info field. If we go no, we'll be asked to type in identifying information for the import info field. Click OK. And then 9 records were updated and 0 client records were added. So all of these clients existed in the database prior to importing them. Now we called the import info new records, we could actually go in and search for those records if they get mixed in with the rest of the records. So if we go all records, and we go search, and then we go new records, and do search, we can then find the records we just imported using our search dialog and the import info field.